This is SOW's voice, Travis Boyce, the Greek gabber Kotsabasakis, and our general manager, Gary Daniels. We got a packed crowd here in St. John, New Brunswick.
Travis, it's great to be here on the boardwalk in the historical Market Square atrium. The rain's not stopping us. It's gonna pour on our parade. We're coming inside.
I'm here tied to gold because I promised last month that these beautiful belts would be given away. Tonight, we're gonna come through on that promise.
Gonna look at those bad boys.
In our opener, we have Cody Uno Ocho versus Mark Thomas. They've wrestled in Canada, they've wrestled in the United States, they've wrestled in Mexico, but they've never wrestled each other.
We got two local sensations from the maritime wrestling scene going at it tonight. I don't think it's looking good for Mark Thomas.
We shall see. Up next, we have Karma, Rain, and Sierra Stone. These ain't no divas, hard-hitting ladies action.
That's right, it's the first women's wrestling match here at Superstars of Wrestling. These ladies are looking to make a name for themselves here in the Atlantic scene, and it is going to be hard-hitting, just as Travis said.
Up next, we got high cruiserweight energy. A Kid versus The Kid. Rudy Lockhart versus Drace Durning.
Drace Durning, I said it last show. I was there at the hospital the day he was born. I held him when he was a newborn infant, and to see the way he's grown is incredible. That being said, he's facing off against Rudy Lockhart, who comes to us from the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo out of California. The experience, the in-ring technician, all of that, I think, is on Rudy's side here tonight.
I'm excited for that one. Up next, we have 2 versus 2 tag team action. The Hollywood Heathens, and listen all of y'all, this is Sabotage. It's gonna be a great tag team match.
Hollywood Heathens made a real name for themselves at our last show. They're here tonight to take the Saint out of St. John, and they're about to sabotage the Superstars of Wrestling tag team debut of New Hook and Connors.
And in our main event, 2 belts on the line, we have the biggest wrestler ever from San Juan, Puerto Rico, Franco Varga. We have the Maritime Luchador, Fantana. Speaking of the Maritimes, we have the ace of the Maritimes, Dick Durning, and we certainly can't forget the King Kong of St. John, the Muscle Beast, Wesley Pipes.
Hey, you know what? Great move by you, putting this match together. I'm excited about this one. Will the King Kong of St. John climb the Empire State Building? That is a 10-foot ladder to get these belts. Is it going to the ace, Dick Durning? Is it going to be Fantana, who's going to use his speed and agility? Or is it going to the biggest wrestler ever, Franco Varga? It's hard to say. And look, I've been in a few ladder matches, and I will say, ladder matches are the biggest reason why I'm sitting next to these knuckleheads instead of being in here.
Well, anyways, it truly is a pick'em. Stay tuned for SOW Tides of Gold.
Well then, without further ado, your opening contest is a singles match, and it is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, hailing from Windsor, Nova Scotia, by way of Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 195 pounds, the Maritimes Most Wanted, Cody Uno Ocho!
Cody Uno Ocho, only 29 years of age, but you would never know, a 12-year veteran has done it all across North America.
Truly North America. We're not talking just Canada and the United States, guys. Cody Uno Ocho. He is a stalwart for CMLL in Mexico.
He trained under Tony Salazar at CMLL, and he has been in the ring with Mexican royalty.
Mexico, the Wagner family.
Bandito.
Bandito.
He went a time limit, a Broadway, a time limit draw with Flamita.
The kid's the real deal, 29 years old, gonna use a mixture of Canadian and luchador style.
I'm happy you mentioned that, Coach Seth, because he's been all over Canada as well. Edmonton, Dartmouth, St. John, Ontario. Kid knows coast to coast.
Gets a little bit of that style. He gets the Maritime style, the luchador style, the Alberta Stampede style.
I'm excited for this match. This match could steal the show, and it's the opener.
His opponent, hailing from Sussex, New Brunswick, weighing in at 205 pounds, the working class hero,
Mark Thomas wrestled for WWE on 205 Live. He's wrestled in Mexico as well. Then you've got Cody Uno Ocho, wrestled in Mexico.
Both these men have been all over, yet somehow, some way, this is the first time they're crossing paths. Mr. Daniels, this was an excellent matchmaking on your part.
You trying to get a raise there, Travis?
Hey, I just call it like I see it, Coach Seth. Are you going to tell me you're not excited for this match?
I am excited for this match.
This is my music!
Mark Thomas, we talked about wrestling for 205 Live in WWE. Cody Uno Ocho, wrestling for AEW.
Against the big bad Brody King.
Two of the two biggest promotions in Canada and the United States, these guys have wrestled for.
That's truly something. And not only that, the oldest and most prestigious promotion in Mexico in CMLL. Mark Thomas, we talk about royalty, we talk about maritime royalty, trained by the great Wayne Kreiderman, and the figurehead of the maritime territories, Emile Dupree.
Wayne Kreiderman and a Body Slammers, also the trainer of Wesley Pipes, who we'll see in the main event. Wayne Kreiderman trained with D'Lo Brown. He trained with Al Snow.
Now, Gary, when you made this matchup, why did you decide to go with a guy who's a staple for 20 years versus someone really making their SOW debut, kind of in enemy territory?
Exactly that reason. Making a debut, mixing it up. We want to bring in the best and greatest talent from all over into St. John to show off.
Well, I
That's why we're
think
doing
you
it.
are achieving that. And here we go. Notice I know you're a fan, the Van Halen-inspired attire of Cody Uno Ocho.
Yeah, an attire after my own heart, Travis. We're gonna see these boys can dance the night away here tonight.
Cody hoping to look a little more David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar in this match, hopefully.
Look, Mark Thomas. Look at the attitude on Cody Uno Ocho. Mark Thomas knows he's running with the devil in this one.
And there seems to be a bit of bad blood. You notice, during these holds, there's a little bit of jaw jacking, a little bit of trash talk. Oh, he's raking the eyes. Scott Myers needs to admonish that.
I don't think that was the eyes. He clucked the nose.
Oh, would you stop, Coach?
He did. He got it right in the nostril. Might be worse. He can't breathe.
I noticed last show he does have selective vision from what I've come to know.
This is true. I'm glad you picked up on that as well, Gary.
It's 2020 selective vision, guys.
Oh, what a reversal. Excellent technical wrestling from Mark Thomas. And Ocho gets to the ropes.
For 29 years old, he's a veteran. He's got great ring awareness.
And look how much St. John loves Mark Thomas. Coach Dad, you've been in the ring with Mark Thomas. What is it like competing against such a fan favorite?
It's hard, I won't lie to you. I had the longest match I've ever had was against Mark Thomas. I beat him down. Look, I may have bent the rules a little bit.
You know.
The guy doesn't stay down. It's like he doesn't know when he's hurt. He doesn't know when he's tired. He gets up, and it's because of these fans who, for some reason, he feeds off them. Look, right back up right now. Doesn't even give Cody a chance to think. Look at that leapfrog. Oh! And beautiful arm drag from Mark Thomas, and finishes with a drop kick. First cover of the match.
Only a 1 count. But as we mentioned before, those rapid fire pins exhaust your opponent.
Oh, yeah, you're kicking out. You're throwing a man that's about 200 pounds or more off of you. That's going to drain you. It's going to wind you. Gary and I, the last show, we talked about how Mark Thomas has been away for wrestling for 2 years. This is the first time being a full-time wrestler in 2 years. I gotta say, I don't get along with Mark. But the ring rust isn't there. Gary can attest to that. He saw it firsthand at our last show.
Definitely.
Hasn't missed a step.
And Cody, the crowd, not a fan of that pump kick. Uno Ocho just hit on Tom. And look at that. Look at the arrogance. Tried to cover him with 1 foot. You're not going to be a staple of the scene like that.
No, you're going to get in his head, though.
That may be true. Gary, what made you decide to give Mark Thomas a second chance when he's been away for 2 years?
He was chomping at the bit, and he was eager to get back in there, and I wanted to see if he could do it. He was one of my favorite wrestlers when I watched years ago, so I really wanted to see him back in there, and I'm enjoying it.
I can't fault you one bit for that. And look at Scott Myers needs to really get control here. Cody Uno Ocho choking Mark Thomas in the rope.
Well, Gary, there's no accountability for taste, as they say. That Mark Thomas is one of your favorites, but apparently the people here agree with you. I don't get it myself.
Yeah, this crowd is electric so far. I'm loving it.
Absolutely. Here from the Market Square, this crowd is ready for some professional wrestling. St. John is starved for it. Cody Uno, wait, burning daylight on that suplex, small package. Oh, and Mark Thomas nearly makes Ucho pay dearly, but he answers with a lariat. And look at that pinfall with the boot across the windpipe. What's the thought process in that, Kotsab?
Well, we talked earlier about kicking out, how much energy that exerts. I don't think the fans understand how much wind and energy it takes to kick out of something. But then when you've got a boot across the way that you breathe, that much extra.
You know, I get winded kicking the blankets off myself in the morning when I get up, so I can't imagine pushing a man off the top of you. No.
You and me both.
Taunt before that leg drop and nearly wins it. As arrogant as it may be, it was pretty effective. Now, Gary, when you brought in Cody Uno Ocho, were you aware of his underhanded tactics that he worked like this?
I assume, because I've seen some of his matches, how he does work, but it's up to the referee in there right now, so I leave it up to him. And
well, I do trust
Cody
Scott
keeps
Myers.
it, in check.
What antics? What has he done that's illegal? He might mouth off at the audience here and there, but what has he truly done that's so awful?
Eye rake, choke in the ropes. Any answer for that?
We established the eye rake was him grabbing a nose.
The selective vision.
And the choke on the ropes, I must have been blinking. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Oh, and Cody Uno Ocho.
I thought that was...
That was nearly dos tres, if you ask me. But Mark Thomas with so much heart kicking out at the last second.
I gotta wonder if Mark Thomas is a little more hurt than we realize. Look, he looks out of it.
We mentioned Cody all over this country, pardon me, has been in Monster Pro Wrestling in Edmonton under massive damage. Going from that middle rope now. And Thomas cuts him off. It looks like a part of the Manhattan drop, maybe?
He's singing soprano.
His lariats and shoulders going to take Cody's head off.
See what I mean? The guy doesn't stay down.
It's like the Energizer Bunny.
I call him the working class hero. I gotta say, I can't fault him. He never gives up.
Look at the velocity of Thomas.
Huge shot.
And the crowd firmly behind Mark Thomas. It looks like he's going to the top rope.
Last time he did this, he lost a boot. Hopefully they're tied tighter this time.
I hope so. caught on that axe handle smash. God's last gift. Oh, almost like a modified Michinoku driver.
I thought that was it again. See what I'm talking about with this guy?
He is all heart. He is so resilient. He's fought out of everything. And you hear the chant of "Let's go Thomas" in St. John. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons you brought him in.
Exactly, yeah, fan favorite, they all love him, you can tell.
Mark Thomas, you said before, he's got a heart of steel. Brain of mush.
Oh my goodness.
Oh look, I can't take anything away from him. He's still going. Talk about still going. We didn't mention Cody. How many of those death tours did he do? 7, 9? 9 death tours.
Some with CWA. Oh, Thomas now gonna steal it, and Thomas scoops it with the roll-up. And Cody Uno Ocho is beside himself.
Wow.
Mark Thomas wins the opener. And keep in mind, Kotsab, 20 years versus a 29-year-old. He was 9 years old when Mark Thomas started wrestling, and the experience showed the difference tonight.
You know what? The experience showed tonight. Mark Thomas, I got to give it to him. I will say this, though. The fact that a 29-year-old is going the places that he's going, took a 20-year veteran to his limit. Props to Cody Uno Ocho. I think with a little more maturity, we're going to see big things.
Honestly, he should not be holding his head in shame. That was a moment, just a surprise roll out of nowhere. Just a split second, one mistake, and Mark Thomas, with his experience, capitalized on it. Now, Gary, when you booked that match, did it live up to everything you wanted to be?
It did. That was a great way to open it. The crowd's into it. Yeah, what can you say about that match? It was amazing. Mark Thomas is still one of the best in the ring.
Cody Uno Ocho frustrated with himself. No, I didn't see it. Did Mark Thomas have the tights on that roll-up?
No.
I wouldn't put it past him.
No, he did not. It was right in our line of vision.